All right. Game recap. Panthers came out and dominated, which is awesome on defense. He wasn't able to get the run going. I have zero clue why Lance wasn't in the game. Like, I literally don't know why. I don't. I asked him, so maybe we'll find out while I'm doing the recap here. But he had Pickett in, and Pickett didn't play bad. But Lance gives you another avenue of making plays, right? Like Lance can come out and run some options and things like that. So Matt did a pretty good job this game. Had two interceptions. Maybe it's in the replay. I don't remember it being two, but we got one touchdown throwing. Um, Defensively, we held him to basically 11 of 25. So good coverage there, and also was able to get 4 interceptions. Rushing, we held him to 35 on 9, which is good. I mean, shoot, Najee for only 3.8 a carry, and he only had 9 of them. Like, can't be mad at that. C-Mac, I took him out right at the end. He could have gotten 100 pretty easily. So I took him out right at the end to go ahead and get Chuba in there and get him some rushes. I think the rules state at the 31 points or something like that, you have to sub in your backup. So I started trying to sub them in and get them some plays. So 6.2 a carry was good. That was a good look. DJ ended up getting a few more under his belt. I mentioned during the game, DJ has had some games, and it just wasn't like he didn't catch any passes at all. So I specifically targeted him on a few to get him into the game, and then some others he just got open. Kind of weird though that everybody else was 1, and then C-Mac got 3. That's a weird distribution for me, but we're able to get the W. Didn't end up having to throw a lot. All right, so not a lot of tackles. Definitely not a lot of solo. JC on a good amount of assists there and leading us in tackles overall. With Shaq, Tompkins, Burns, and Baker coming up right after that. Tackles for a loss, man, dope. 9 of them. So we were able to shut down them outside runs. Burns, nice. Hopefully he gets that dev and bumps up the X factor here soon. But he's definitely a X factor for sure. 6'5", 249, and he's like 90 speed or something like that. So crazy to have him coming off the edge. But 3.5 sacks there. Was able to get 1 with Baker on a blitz. I didn't use him on that one, but he had a good game there. A half for Brown and a half for Ioannidis, another half for Thompson. So Henderson got 2 back-to-back picks. Like back-to-back passes were picked off by him. Jackson got 1, and I used 1 with Baker. Pass deflections. Both cornerbacks got some. Forced fumble by Taylor. Taylor like 66 overall. So I think that was on punt. And then Henderson was able to pick 6 one of those. All right, let's take a look at the. That's just a sack. Actually, I want to look at it anyway because I think this was a coverage sack. Yeah, so this was the one I actually could have. I was looking at my dig over here, and then I'm throwing at a linebacker right there. So I wasn't going to throw that one. And I don't trust him putting it over that nickel or whatever it is, or the corner that's sitting down. Then I was looking at the post. That's a tight window for him. I'm not going to do that. I was going to throw it to X right here. I probably could have made that one, but when I saw him do this, the corner out there, I hesitated because Matt doesn't have the strongest arm. So it ended up just being a coverage sack. He fumbled, but we got it back. This one right before the play, his not the corner right there, but the guy that's blitzing coming off the number 50. He actually came down to the line, and it was pretty clear he was blitzing, and then he pushed everybody back. So when he did that, I just looked at Shy Smith, and Shy just took off. and was able to get free. The corner took a bad angle on that one, so that's when he was running some play action, and we were just able to get to him. That's Burns on the outside there. We were able to get to him before he could actually get somebody open there. So weird. That's weird. That number 26 here, Jackson, he just decided to take off this late. That's pretty weird. This was the user interception. So I read the digs coming across and just sat down on one of them. And he just so happened to throw it out far enough. I thought the tight end or whatever was going to catch that, but I was able to get that one. C-Mac was able to get busy. Got around the outside here. And then Minka came up and he learned what Duval is all about. Skapaya. Minka getting done dirty. All right. Yeah. So this one, I was looking left because I wanted to see if I got him with the double move, but his guy was back too far on DJ Moore here. And right here, I saw a triangle, and I was like, because he was running towards everybody else. I was a little bit nervous releasing it, so I tried to wait on the other tight end going on the corner, and it just had pressure. I didn't see the pressure coming. So another coverage sack, but that's also a mistake on my behalf. I shouldn't have waited that long. Yeah, another coverage sack here. Yeah, so in the game, I said I probably could have hit McCaffrey, and I mean, clearly I could have. Right here, I could have hit McCaffrey. He had, up until this play, like the last two plays, he basically ran a man, and then he ran some cover twos. So I was hoping he was running two again. That's why I set the outside receiver and sent the slot on a fade, but it didn't work. And then my in routes, I just didn't even see them. It was too late. I was too focused on the left over here. So bad read on my part. Cover sack. Ended up kicking a field goal there. I brought a little more pressure than I normally do. But we also were able to, on plays where just rushing four, we're able to get sacks. So that worked. This one, the play before that, DJ Moore had completely toasted old boy out there. I don't know who that is, but he got toasted bad. So I came back to a play that will put him on a streak. And because he was in press again in the game, I said this might be 6 if I have time. And turns out, look at my left guard over here. Look at my left guard. What? And then the right tackle was getting abused, but my receiver ran into the defensive end, and DJ Moore was just naked like this. You know, I run that in the middle of the field, and he hits his head on the goalpost. So that one worked out. I don't really run that play much, but I thought I'd try it. Yeah, another sack here. This one looks like he was trying to get rid of it to the tight end, but it's probably one of those where he wasn't able to get user control of Pickett until like right there, and it's too late. But those play actions were getting him destroyed back there. Yeah, right before this, he had fumbled on the punt return, and they got it back. But in this one, Littleton was able to grab the fumble out of the air and took off, but he wasn't able to get any yards. So Littleton's not really a good linebacker. Madden-wise, he actually looks like he plays all right in real life, though. Yeah, so this was just him waiting too long with Lance. He was probably waiting to throw that little post route right there. He probably could have threw it if he threw it now and directional passed it. Or either he was waiting until this wheel. I mean, that wheel is naked out here too. So he had some places to go to on that one. He just didn't pull trigger fast enough. So as I mentioned, I took C-Mac out the game. So C-Mac didn't get to his 100. but was able to get Chuba in the game, or Chuba Hubbard in the game. Was able to get him a nice little cutback right here, and or cut up. This was I was just talking about C.J. Henderson because I was trying to sub my starters out on defense. I was like, oh shoot, C.J. is actually in the game, and C.J. actually comes in because in big nickel, Chin comes down to the nickel spot and cornerback goes up, and so Henderson is that cornerback because he's the normal nickel corner, and so he just was able to jump that one. I mean, it's kind of a disadvantage because he's like starter quality defensive back covering a tight end. So then came back the very next play and he throws back to the tight end again. Henderson he's unless it's like one of the dope tight ends, he's really not going to get beat too much. He may get the ball, maybe get caught, but he's not going to get beat too much. So anyway, GG's. Let's make sure the game's saved. Make sure all is well. Then we'll close out. But hopefully we're able to get something off of this game. We hit all of our marks. Definitely not going to hit the season goal of making the playoffs. At least I don't think. We have two more games. And I got an injury. God dang it. So it looks like the game saved. So it looks like we're going to be good. Catch your cats on the flip.